This is Nitro Airsoft World again. Been a bit of a pause, but been really busy with work and what have you. So just going to do a couple of reviews for tonight. And gas is order of the day. This is number one. This is me WE Scar. Mark 16 or whatever it is, I don't know what it's called. I'll take this thing off because it just gets in the way. So here we have it. It's gas blowback. I've put the foregrip on, and I've put the ACOG type sight on. That's come loose, but never mind. Does have the folding main iron sights, but like getting into really like getting into the gas scenario now. Really enjoying it. These things come, even though when I got this from Gunfire in Poland. They specified 350 FPS because it's like the CQB weapon. I'm assuming that's for the American market because they are limited to 350 feet indoors. But like most things, when I got it and ran it just on regular 14 for green gas, it was around 420, something like that. So I was struggling a little bit because it's too short to turn it with DMR. So I bought a NPAS. NPAS valve, fitted that in the nozzle. Had to crank it all the way out so it was like minimum gas going forward, loads going backwards. But it's done the trick and it's got it down to like 320 on 320 on 20s, but ironically 310 on 25s. That just could be a gassing issue, I don't know. But really good, really nice, wildly inaccurate. The trouble with gas guns is the first shot will come out and it will go straight as a die, flat as a pancake. The next one will come out, drop short, the next one will come out and it will climb. I've run quite a few magazines through it now and it is settling down a little bit, around the 330, 335 mark on 20s. And it seems a lot more stable now. I just tend to run it on short sharp bursts now, and that seems to do the trick. Let's see, I've got a mag. I've got a mag here. Mag here, just like ordinary standard type mag. It's obviously gas filled, and there's no BBs in this one. So let's just run it on semi. Really nice sound. And all the rest of it. Let's run it on auto. Short bursts seem to be the way to go. If you just run it on full auto, they just get slower and slower because the gas gets colder and colder as it gets into atmospheric conditions, and just generally it's just a waste of time. So 2, 3, 4 round bursts, that seems to work really well. Semi, short sharp, nice weapon, lovely to use. Unusually for the first time out, which I used at Sabotage last month, got a few kills with it. Normally struggle first time out with any new weapon, just trying to get the feel for it, sort of thing. So yeah, I was quite pleased with it. Everything seems to be like, you know, good with the gun. That's supposed to come out. Let's get that sorted. There we go. So that's got it extended. That's where I'd have it, and yeah, that seems to suit me perfectly. A little short front handguard come off my APS Black Hawk thing or whatever, Black Hornet, whatever it was. But that seems to work really well for me. So anyway, so that's just a quick review. That's a WE. I think it's a Mark 16 Scar CQB. Really good gun, really like it. Just wish it had solved the irregularities in the shooting thing. But other than that, nice, like it. This is the APS 1911 Gladiator Markix or whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, just a straightforward 1911. It's got a rail on it, fibre optic sights. Just a nice gun. This is green gas. Oh, got the safety on. Okay, so let's just try a couple of shots with this. Nice and crisp though. Nice crisp action on that. So it's not got no BBs in it at the moment. Magazines have got this green seal on them. They're supposed to be better than 9 balls and things like that. The nozzle, as you can see, is a green nozzle. It's like a heavy duty one, so it will take CO2 if necessary. But yeah, I mean, I'm quite impressed with these actually. It shoots really nicely, very accurate. So, you know, I'm not a massive fan of the 1911 because I've never had one that's any bloody good. I've got Tokyo Marui MEU, I've got a KJW CO2 thing that I run on green gas and it's still not very good. Don't get many shots out of a magazine. You know, I mean, these things take sort of 20, 22 BBs or whatever. You're lucky if you get 10 or so out of a normal magazine. This one seems to be okay though. That's going off now. But yeah, so no trades or anything on it. Just it says Gladiator on one side and Markix on the other. As I say, it's well made. Everything's metal on it. Everything on the gun is metal. Got some good grips. I actually bought some aftermarket grips to go on it because I thought they're going to be crap, but they're actually quite good. Only trouble with this one is I find it quite hard to get my hand on the beaver tail, but that's just a case of using it. Probably be better with gloves, but I can get my finger through the trigger guard with gloves on, which is something I struggle with on the APS Z1. But yeah, so that's that one. .40 mic. It's a grenade. A grenade in airsofty terms. It doesn't mean it's a grenade because it doesn't actually fire like a projectile as such. But these have caused a lot of controversy. The controversy comes from Airsoft Innovations market employ. Airsoft Innovations claim like 340 feet per second, 4,000 rounds a minute, that kind of thing. I think what they've done is they've shot themselves in the foot. They've hyped it as like a kill-all weapon. It's not. It's just a regular. It just squirts BBs out. I don't know how many it takes, 150 BBs or something like that. But I run everything I've got on Nitro 1. Nitro 1 is the equivalent of duster gas. It's like the lowest powered gas you can get. And on with this, in that grenade, and not firing, not just pulling the trigger and just like letting everything go. If you like I do with the SCAR, it's just, you know, but you'll get sort of 2 or 3 bursts. Probably say 50 BBs a burst, I don't know, but like the range is shit, the spread is shit, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and I can't see how it's any different to any other BB grenade launcher, projectile thing, whatever you want. The only difference as I can see is it's only got one exit hole, but the BBs still come out. The BBs come out in a very wide spread.